Call this meeting to order at 6:03. Laura, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Ms. Jamison,
Present.
Ms. Gage,
Here.
Mr. Olvera, Mr. Hurst,
Here.
Ms. Lucero, and Mr. Daniel.
Here. Everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, going to hold on item 4, a public hearing. The City of Lacy Lakeview will hold a public hearing on the proposed municipal operating budget for the fiscal year 2026-2027. Do we have anyone wishes to speak?
Chuck, you need to open it and close it.
I have to close it open.
Open it and close it.
We're opening the hearing at 6:04. Anyone here to speak on the proposed municipal budget? Okay, seeing none, we have none signed up. We will close that at 6:05 and open a recess work session to convene regular section. Item 5, approval of the minutes from City Council meeting held on July 14, 2026.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from City Council meeting held on July 14th, 2026.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I had some questions that I sent Lori, but I know Calvin's out, and so I think there wasn't anything that was wrong, so I think it's fine.
I think the answer to the question is that about having verbatim minutes, we already have that with our live stream.
Okay. Well,
And that I'm not aware of any cities in the area that do it of any size, at least. So
yeah. I've done some research and found out it's mainly just to document the motions that passed and who voted on them, and so I understand that. I understand that now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any other comments? Omissions, additions? Larry, please poll the council.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Ms. Gage,
Yes.
and Mr. Wilson.
Yes. Item 6, we will move to approve the proposed municipal operating budget for the fiscal year 2026-2027 on August 11th, 2026. Are we moving to approve it now or to put it on the schedule for August the 11th?
You're moving to approve on August 11th,
So
right?
Okay.
Is that how you have to do?
Right.
Is there a
Just wanna make
specific
sure everybody
wording they have to
understands.
say, or? Okay.
All right, so this motion, I will move to place on the agenda the proposed municipal operating budget for fiscal year 2026-27 on August 11th, 2026.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. Does everybody understand the action?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Typical city stuff, it's, the way the lawyers say it is not always clear in meetings, so. Any other questions or suggestions? All right, Laurie, please poll the council.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Ms. Gage,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
and Ms. Jamison.
Yes.
Item 7, discussion and consideration of action setting a proposed property tax rate for 2026. I move that we adopt a rate of .0556038, representing an increase in 2 cents of our current tax rate.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second.
It would actually be proposed instead of rather than adopted. Because we're not gonna
Proposed
adopt it
until the
next
budget? Okay. So
So amend it.
we'll amend that. I'd like to amend my motion to propose at the next meeting an increase of .556038. Is that correct? Okay, are you willing to second that?
I amend my second.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Just so, the council should have in front of them, and I explained to a couple of you, Brenda, I think we may have missed it with you. Our property tax value roll came in from the appraisal district via the county treasurer and comptroller, and it is lower this year than it was last year. We're an older city, and while we do in many years have an increase in the value of our tax roll, of our property taxes, this year it actually went down slightly, enough to affect our budget. So, if we increase 1 penny, it would cover most of the shortfalls in the budget, costs from inflation and the health insurance clear, which is the big increase this year, the health insurance. However, a 1 cent increase would not allow for what we discussed last time and plan to have on the agenda, a increase to the retirement contribution for our cities in lieu of a raise of our city employees. And we'd have to cut approximately $10,000 elsewhere to cover the cost of the health insurance increase. And option 3 would be we could increase it by 1.5 cents, and that would cover everything except we would including the TMSR increase, but we'd have to cut $50,000 from 1 or more programs elsewhere in the budget, which should be 5,000 here, 5,000 there. We probably could do that. I had to propose something to get this out for discussion, so I proposed the most elegant and simplest way is to increase the taxes by 2%, in which case we get what we need for our employees, we get what I need for all the other budget increases we've had with inflation and health insurance.
Mayor
And
Wilson?
That'd be 2 cents.
Yeah, 2 cents. I was
I'm
about to say
sorry.
2 cents, not
I-
2%.
Thank you. I told them I was gonna make that mistake. 2 cents, not 2%. That would basically mean we would be ready at the next meeting to just proceed. And I just want to toss that out for some discussion, because I think there's pros and cons to all, but the motion is to vote up or down on the 2 cent increase. I just want to make sure everybody knows what the options are before they vote.
Is this 2 cents on every $100? Is that right?
Yeah, 2 cents per 100.
How are you gonna determine what's cut?
That-
The 50,000 is not gonna be from one, it will be dispersed, but who and how is it gonna be determined?
That would be a staff recommendation at the next meeting in the budget. So however we vote here, whether we pass this one or vote it down and pass one of the others, we would be telling the city staff, our budget director, either, we've got it covered, we're gonna raise taxes, or you need to find $50,000, or you need to tell the employees we're not gonna do anything and you gotta find another 10, and then they would bring back those proposals to us at the next meeting.
Is there an average tax bill for the citizens overall? I know it's based on assessment, but have you taken just to see what the average bill might be and how much of an increase 2 cents would be?
No, I did not.
I think the average residence is close to $200,000, isn't it?
More than likely, yes.
Yeah, so on a $200,000 residence, you divide that by 100.
Yeah.
And then multiply it times 2 pennies, so it's not
$20.
it's not a huge amount, but it is an increase. And it's an increase, things aren't easy, so.
In a world that everything else is going up anyway.
Yeah.
And as I was, and we've had a tradition of being very sensitive to this, and we should be this time too, but everybody else is going up too. The school's gonna go up, the county's gonna go up, MCC's gonna go up. And if we don't go up anything, then all we're doing is backing up and taking less for our citizens and letting other taxing entities go ahead and have the rate.
Yeah.
I was very frustrated at that before I became mayor, watching it happen. Several budget cycles, it's like, well, school got this and the county got that, knew this, knew that, and yeah, it's painful on the citizens, but our citizens need road, they need water, they need sewer. They need things from us as well, so.
So, I don't know if I'm reading this wrong or not understanding, but on the 1 cent, you've got a $10,000 shortfall, but on the 1.5 cent, you have a $50,000 shortfall.
It's because, I believe it's because of the TMRS
So the first one does not
include that
cover the
TMRS.
TMRS at all, so that's a $35,000, is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, I got you now.
Yeah. So we'd actually cut less, according to, line item things, but we wouldn't be giving our employees anything.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Uh,
Just
you
want to
know,
get clarified on that.
Yeah. So now I felt pretty comfortable on a $10 million budget, we could nibble $50,000 out. Our budget director agreed. That.
Maybe just the fire department.
The police department's the biggest.
Police department, maybe,
Yeah. Or
I
maybe
was, we were just eye to eye, so I
we can
had to
get the
say
city
it.
manager or you go, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel knowledgeable enough to vote on this. I feel like I still have some questions about the budget that I'm trying to go through and get a better understanding of that. And I don't feel like I would be able to, really
Well,
ascertain.
This is just a proposal, it's not the actual
It's
adoption.
not setting it.
Okay.
It's not setting it in
So
stone.
it's just proposing it, and there will be additional conversations
The
about it
additional
as we.
Well, it's just like we did with the budget, we're setting
Okay.
it up for next time, 'cause
But-
they
Okay.
do go
But
together.
it would eliminate option 1 and 2.
It would, if we pass the motion now, it would eliminate option 1 and option 2. It would make all discussions, it covers everything.
It's either 2 cents or nothing.
Well, we come back with another motion, there could, anyone that wishes to, I mean, I made this motion just to get it out of discussion.
Right.
If we vote it down, then, someone else, I'd ask someone else to make a motion on a proposal, we can discuss that, so. I do have strong feelings about giving the employees their retirement.
Yeah.
I think that we discussed that, I think, my sense was there was a broad agreement that we could do that. So I think it's really between, the 1.5 and the 2 is really the option. And, it'll be a little bit messier, cause it's a bigger number we have to cut. But,
The word for me that I would vote for it is proposed in the motion.
Yeah.
And because as you said, it is proposed. And if we need to change it, we can come back when we actually.
yeah, we have another bite at the
Right,
apple, so to speak.
exactly.
Yeah. But we do have timelines, just so y'all are aware, we do have statutory timelines to get all
Yep.
this done. So if we move forward to the next meeting, we'd really need to be prepared. And that might be the thing, you're asking, like, proposed cuts.
Right.
You can come up and talk to our budget director during the Amber and suggest places to cut and have that conversation. That's always welcome.
Okay.
So is this something that we should make a motion to table?
No.
Or is this something, no?
It needs to be done.
We need to have something on the agenda.
Because there's
Okay.
deadlines.
So
Yeah.
this,
Yeah,
this is
because
basically
next-
just to put something on the agenda for next meeting.
We would be putting on the 2% proposal on the
Okay.
agenda.
Next meeting.
And if we're not comfortable with that, then we would have to vote this motion down and then have a motion on, second option for 1.5 cent raise. And then put that on the agenda. And of course, we could fiddle with it then. But we have to tell our budget director kinda how much to work.
Well,
come up
I
with.
guess what I would probably do in this situation is figure out what kind of damage finding 50K would be. So that if we decided to go with a .15 or .015, that we knew what we were cutting.
Mhm.
So what kind of damage are we having to do that?
Mhm.
And I guess, I don't think option 1 is an option at all, because I think we need to give our employees, what's been proposed, but how to pay for it's a different deal. So option 1 or option 2 or option 3 are valid options, but option 3 is very easy to understand. Option 2 has some questions behind it.
May I interject?
Yeah,
So
but
if you
at least
go-
we'd give her the power.
Yeah.
She would know what to work on.
Right.
Which
If
is
you
kinda
go
what
with
we
the
need.
2 cents, it's just a proposal.
Mhm.
So if you come back at the next meeting, whenever you're actually gonna adopt it, you can adopt a lower rate. You do not have to
Yeah.
adopt the rate that you
Will we be voting it
propose.
up or down then, just like we
You
are now?
cannot vote it up, but you can vote
Yeah.
less than. Like, you
Okay.
can't vote more than the proposed rate, but you can vote less than proposed rate.
But I
So
would,
if you went with the 2 cents, later on, you could come back and do the 1.5. But if
But
you
we
do the
couldn't-
1.5, you
you can't
cannot
come
go
up.
up.
Yeah.
That's very, very helpful to know.
but I'd still wanna know where the 50K is coming from.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
She and I-
our,
yeah,
our
we do
options
that, yeah.
of where the 50K is coming from,
Yeah.
so.
We just didn't have time to.
Yeah,
make-
I
something to
agree.
work on.
You know,
Yeah.
we discussed that this afternoon. She's busy and I didn't get here perhaps enough time, but, you know, we could have made a list, but it would have been hasty work.
Yeah,
would be
it wouldn't
better
been
to have
accurate
time
anyway.
We
to
just
do it.
received
Yeah.
the information from the tax office this morning, so.
Is
Yeah.
the main reason for the 2 cents for the retirement?
The retirement and the health increase were the big increases, and then the tax rolls came in low. So that's what created the shortfall.
It was like almost a 30% increase in health insurance premiums for all of the employees, which is huge. And I know that that's just a problem everywhere, in
Actually
terms.
came in more than that.
Oh, was it more than
Almost
30%?
40.
Almost
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I mean, I do think city employees need health insurance, and I think it's hard for everyone nowadays to pay for it. So
And we've made changes in the past in carriers. You know, you don't typically do it every year. You know, that is something we could look at for next year. It reminds me of health insurance, to some degree, was like the old Yellow Pages ads. You know, they sell you an ad for $100, and then they tell you, well, it's going to go up to 200 unless you increase your ad to 125. And
Mhm.
you end up 6 or 8 years down the road, you got an ad for the whole page and spending $2,000, and at some point you just got to say, start over, give me a $100 ad.
Yeah.
And so I think, you know, with insurance companies, you see those increases, but when you go back and rebid with a new company, a lot of times you'll save there, but you're going to be on that same
Yeah.
stair
Well-
It's gonna
We
take some
actually
work.
have a consultant that does put out, for other carriers.
Mhm.
And there are some that just, our utilization is so high that they won't,
Won't even
quote
look
us.
at us.
Yeah.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
of course, the other options is to not cover as much as we cover, which is, you know, that would not be fun.
Mhm.
And nobody's gonna be happy with that.
Yeah, I have some ideas on the insurance too. Calvin and I had kind of talked about HSA, the health savings accounts, and how beneficial those can sometimes be, and they can really reduce employee premium by having that and setting aside your own money. So I don't know if that's something they looked into, but I know he and I briefly talked about it, so it would be worth exploring at
Yeah.
some point if we're reconsidering our insurance.
Yeah, that is a good one. You know, I think many of us have them already.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand what we're doing here now on this particular item.
Well, you're maybe ahead of everybody else. So, okay, any other comments or questions? Okay, Laurie, please poll the council.
Ms. Jamison?
Did we have a motion to even begin this?
Motion for the 2 cent
2-cent
increase.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Ms. Gage?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
And Mr. Wilson?
Yes. All right. Property tax rate. Public comment, we do have one person signed up. Is that Derek Nolan? Norton. Okay, you're up. We have a microphone there. Please give your name and your address, because we're on live stream. And both of you, if you're both going to speak, by all means, come on up. Just make sure you're speaking into the microphone, otherwise the people on the live stream won't hear you.
And you have to get about this close, so both of y'all have to go in.
Not anymore.
Like the Everly Brothers singing a song there.
Just pulling up the address, sir. Beat me to it. All right. Once again, Derek Norton, Academy Sports and Outdoors, the new location here in Lacy Lakeview. We just want to introduce ourselves. 1205, you heard the address. 340 North Loop, right? Correct. Pretty much we wanted to come and meet y'all and invite y'all to the opportunity of our opening. We actually want to get the community involved a little bit more and know what's going on with our store, and that's pretty much why we're here today. Big push is a personal invite for you, sir, to be there for our soft opening as well as our hard opening, a part of the ribbon ceremony, the cut, and supporting the local store, right? Obviously, Academy is a big chain, but at the same point, we want to be a local community. I'm new to the market. I've been with Academy 3 years, or close to. Russell, he's been in Waco community area for quite some time, his whole life. So he knows the area, why I know Academy. I did move my family. We're in Hewitt, a little south, but
We'll
it's kinda-
forgive you for that.
I know, I know. It's just, but at the same point, I wanted to come out here and introduce myself to you and see what possibilities could be for our opening ceremony.
Yeah, sure.
Bagger's gonna be there.
Yes.
Last but not least, Russell, the one who's been here my whole life. I do live in Elmont now, but yeah, we just wanted to invite the community, especially along with the mayor. You know, we've got some QR codes that offer 20% off the entire store to the community, and with back to school coming up and a lot of things going on in people's life, that 20% could be huge for some people. So we wanted to make sure that we extended that offer to everybody and made sure that as many people who could get that, got that so that they could take advantage of it. So yeah, so we have those, and by all means, you know, August 30th, come by and see us. It'll be a good time. September 4th, both days will be fantastic and fun. And
Thank you. Are y'all already stocking the store at the moment?
Currently, we have onboarding this week. We do have, give or take, 65, 70 people we've hired within the local community. We have 3 managers and 1 director. I'm the director. This is Russell. He's the sales manager. We do not have product yet. That's actually coming Monday. This week, we're finalizing fixtures and finalizing supplies, and make sure we change the store from an interior of just black, gray, and white to a bunch of pretty colors to where the community can come in and enjoy the experience of what Academy is going to offer. So
Cool.
I would assume everybody knows what Academy is. But yeah, it's going to be a big deal. That soft opening is August 30th. And just for the community understands, I've only got 4 people that have been with Academy prior to this opening. So you got to realize I've got 70 to 75 people that are brand new with Academy. And August 30th will be our opening for the soft opening, and that's community driven. So just bear with our teaching and training moments for those 4 days before the hard opening. So look, we have an action plan to teach everybody, train everybody, and a lot of part-timers, and we're looking to advance people from part-time to full-time, and hoping to develop people to get promoted to managers and directors and kind of go from there. So that's the initial goal.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say, so everybody knows, thank you for the asphalt. I don't know if you realize, but they ground up the asphalt all around the building and donated it to the city. And just so you know, we use that asphalt we have a lot that we've been storing dirt, but the lot was a dirt lot, and it's got dirt piles, and hard to, in wet weather, when we needed to go fix something, we had a hard time getting heavy equipment in there without making a mess. And we were actually able to pave that, and so now we will be able to stockpile our dirt and whatever asphalt was left over for repairs. So thank you. That really was a big help.
Yeah, August 2nd, our last wave of asphalt demo is going to be there. So I would assume the same process will take in place.
Cool.
So the front, the west side, and the south, of course, is completed. Obviously, we've taken precautions to make sure we're protecting the team members as well as, you know, protecting ourselves. So we'll partner with the local PD just to make sure they know what we're doing as well with our interest investments for the store, just about security and involvement too. So
Cool.
even when product comes in starting August 3rd, we're going to have a security team there to make sure we're action and prepared in case something scenario comes into play.
Cool. Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Just last scenario is just how do we get the opportunity and contact to communicate with each other? So I would love to celebrate and get you there for those days.
We don't have a whole lot left. If you wouldn't mind hanging around, we'll exchange numbers here.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Thank you.
hand these out after me.
Okay, agenda item 9, council members' input.
I'm excited for Academy coming in. I think it'll be good, not only for Lacy Lakeview and Belmead area, but McLennan County in general. on the north side. I think you'll pick up a lot of business from small communities, Mart, Ross, Elmont, Riesel, all those areas, so.
Me,
Huh?
me.
You, yeah. Probably me and my family also.
Do a little fishing here?
Yeah, it's gonna hit me hard. It's gonna hit me real hard.
So welcome, and we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, it's been a while. I laugh about this, I got this little card here, it's my, thing to get in the back door. Well, on the other side, it's got mayor, and that's so that the city can keep track of, whose card's what. Well, I used it to come in and meet with your construction team, and, I just didn't wanna lose it, so I went through the whole meeting and I got done, so they probably thought I was trying to advertise that I was mayor. So humiliated. So you'll notice now, every time I put this thing on, I make a point to turn around backwards, so I don't look like Barney Fife. So, yeah, it's one of my first mishaps in office, so.
Hey, Mayor Wilson, am I allowed to ask questions during the council members' input if it's directed at you?
I think the way to do that is at the end. Technically, council members' input is not supposed to be an exchange. It's
Okay.
supposed to be opportunity for council members to express a view, make a statement.
Okay. Well,
Anyone else? Okay, nothing for me this evening. Mayor's report, so that brings us to item 11 at 6:30. We'll adjourn the meeting.